Wow. So I can have any wish I want? Seriously, anything? Well, I know. What about my favorite childhood toys? Whoa, thanks. Hey, art class. I was just talking to my fairy godparent. Have you guys ever wished that you could have magic wishes from a fairy godparent? Well, today, you can draw a fairly odd parent. That's right, we're making Cosmo. So, as always, you're going to need a pencil, paper, and black line marker. And then today for colors, you're going to be using green, yellow, and black. Alright guys, here we go. Happy Wednesday! Today we are drawing Cosmo from the Fairly Odd Parents. Cosmo's going to be in the middle of our paper with his head taking up most of our picture and most of his body. We're going to create this head by starting with a nice large circle shape. Notice how I built it up. I don't do it perfectly to begin with, just build up the shape nicely. And once you have that shape built, I want you to know that we're going to be manipulating it and changing it a little bit. So the first thing that we're going to do is over to our right side, we're going to make an angled line, and it's going to start above our head and come down, and it will touch our circle right here towards the bottom. And where it brushes past our circle and touches one side and ends is where the end of the neck is going to be, or the bottom of the neck that goes into the shirt. So this will also be the back. This line will also create the back of the head. So now I'd like you to take your curved side, and now it's already round, but can you round it down to meet that angled line? Now that we have that there, we have this angle going up, we're going to use this back line to start creating Cosmo's hair. We're going to make a curved line over the top of our circle, all the way to the other side of our circle. Then we're going to put a sharp tip on it, bringing it back a little bit. Then we're going to come out again, farther than our circle, curving the line. Then we're going to come back, slightly overlapping our circle, going all the way back to this area that we made back here. And we're going to make this feel like a nice triangle shape when it's closed off there. So you should kind of see or feel a triangle shape closed off there. Now we have our upper hair and we have our head. The next thing we're going to do on our head is under our hair here, we're going to add a nice little curved line to make an ear. Going back into our face towards the top, not touching the side, but pretty close, we're going to make oval shape. And very close next to it, we're going to make a similar oval shape, about the same size. Now it's very important that we leave some room between that second oval and our hair, because our mouth is going to go up there. So these need to be small enough that there's room between each side and the skin, and there's room for the mouth. I'm going to start with my nose, but I'm going to work into my mouth. Under this first eye here, I'm going to make a triangle, nose pointing up. And off of that, I'm going to create another point that will be top lip of my mouth. We're going to curve this line all the way up behind that eye. Remember I said we need some room back there? That is why. Then we're going to come down our smile line all the way back to that nose. Once that's there, under our mouth, that top part of our mouth, we can pull down a line and go across, and with some lines across, make some teeth. And I'm also going to put a line down to show the open part of the mouth, and a little curve to create a tongue. Before I leave my face, I'm going to finish it off by adding some eyeballs. I'm going to make 2 smaller circles inside the circles I already have. I'm going to have them pointing the same way so that Cosmo is looking a certain way. Next, I'm going to overlap 2 rectangles right over where his hair meets his forehead. We're going to give him some nice big eyebrows. Now that we have our face together, I put a little G shape, a little swirl inside my ear. Now that we have our face together, it's time to make our body. We're going to go down from our neck, making kind of like an elongated trapezoid. We're going to go down at an angle. We're going to come across. Under that, I'm going to have you guys do like a little arch. Okay? That arch is going to be start making our legs or shaping our legs up. From that arch, that makes your 2 legs. Under, we're going to make 2 feet. Nice little ovals facing towards the outside. Now, above where our legs are, and leave a little room and create a line across so we know that we have a waist. And then we are going to bring another line down and create a rectangle for an arm. I'm going to put a little curved line off for one hand. And then for my other hand, I'm going to make 2 lines facing outward, building a rectangle up. And then we're going to give him 3 oval fingers, one facing up, 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. 4 I meant. 1, 2, 3. Maybe it's 3 and a thumb, right? Now, on our outfit, we're going to put our last little details in. We're going to put a couple lines for our sleeves. We're going to put 2 downward facing triangles for our collar. We're going to bring down a rectangle shape from our collar for a tie. And then he is a fairy, so we have to give him some wings. We're going to pull a wing from this side here. Should be a little bit bigger or not the same size as your ear. Put a little detail line on it. And then we're going to do a fairy wand, which would be a rectangle overlapping our hand. And then I'm going to make a star on top of that. I make my stars by starting with a triangle. Then I make 2 straight lines coming off the side. I pull those 2 down. Then I angle back out and angle back in. Oh, now I'm going to pull my handle back up to that. Now our hand over here, I'm going to put 2 little lines to create the 3 fingers. You don't see the thumb on that hand. And last but not least, before we ink, we're going to give Cosmo his crown. His crown floats above his head. So above his head, we're going to make a line. Angle up 2 side lines. Then we'll angle in. Angle up again to make a triangle. Awesome. It's time to go ahead and ink. When we ink, we're going over our picture, keeping the lines that we want, and finalizing our character. Now Cosmos does have a lot of straight lines, so I'm not going to work really hard to really round things out. I'm going to stick pretty close to what I drew, because I can't be as loose with my hands, and slowly I'm slowing down a little bit to make sure that I get, like I said, those inlines that I want definitely, that they're drawn the way I want them to be drawn. My teeth, and down, my head finished up. And hands. Tie. Just letting my feet and lower body all be one piece when I ink it. That will all be black once I color it. And our star. Back up to our crown. Here we go. That's right, guys, it's time to color. Alright guys, we're all done. Man, I can't wait to see you guys' backgrounds. I know they're going to be awesome. But for me, I'm done, so I'm going to sign my picture. Please always make sure you sign your work too. So proud of all the time you guys put in on your awesome drawings. And that's it. Now we have our Cosmo. I hope you guys really enjoyed drawing this with me today, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow for another art class. Until then, be kind and creative. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.